Hello on this Monday. Well, last night I saw Roadblock, and there are a couple of things I want to talk about. I'll talk about the main event last. Firstly, I want to talk about Neville's return. When I saw Neville come out and beat the holy shit out of TJ Perkins and Rich Swann, shit, I liked it. I liked it a lot. And this was a side I wanted to see Neville be. New attitude, and the guy looked buff like shit. Very strong. Look, Jack, he been going he been going to the gym lately during his absence. Welcome back, Neville. That that was an impact. That gives me a big A plus for you. But now let's get to the real shit at hand. The Ironman match between Charlotte and Sasha Banks. Credit where credit is due. It was a good match. But shit pissed me off. One in particular, Sasha losing again. After winning it on Raw, these motherfucking storytellers won't let her retain the title again. That was 4 consecutive pay-per-views that Sasha lost the belt. First it was SummerSlam, then Hell in a Cell, then Survivor Series, and now Roadblock last night. Vince, what the fuck are you thinking? Why won't you let Sasha retain the title? You see, I had high hopes that Sasha would beat Charlotte in this Iron Man match and break her streak. But no, Vince didn't want to see that because in back then Triple H and Stephanie, when they were known as the authorities, in his term, it wasn't best for business for him. No, he wanted to see Charlotte as the women's champion on Raw. See, I was so pissed off that Sasha lost again. And I have a friend, or should I say a cousin. His name is Chad Barbers. He is a diehard Sasha Banks fan. He told me last night during a text that he is done with the Raw women's division. He is now going to be a fan of the SmackDown women's division because he was so tired of seeing that title change hands so fucking much. I agreed with him. Why, Vince? Why won't you not let Sasha? Why won't you not let Sasha retain the title? Why? Why? Because she don't. Why? Because you don't think that she's title material to your ass? Huh? You only, or is it because Charlotte is Ric Flair's daughter? Ding, ding, ding. That's the whole fucking point. And I know Snoop Dogg, that Sasha's cousin, was very pissed off at this incident. And the one thing that shocked me was seeing Sasha's face bleeding. Now, I missed that part. I don't even know how that happened, but that shocked me like shit. But let me just tell you this. Why the hell did those story people write down on there with Sasha with 2 seconds left to tap out and, at those last seconds. In my mind, she could have survived those last 2 seconds, just like how Shawn Michaels survived the sharpshooter in his Ironman match against Bret Hart in 1996. Why wouldn't you let Sasha do the same thing that Shawn Michaels did in his Iron match against Bret Hart? Easy. It's because you don't want to see Sasha as the champion. And ever since this happened, now Sasha is now back of the line because of you, Vince, and those story writers that you got. Or should I say, those corrupt WWE story liners. It's bullshit. You stole a dream for the 4th time in a pay-per-view. And I wouldn't be too surprised if Sasha just says, you know what? I quit. Maybe that might happen. Because now she's going to be in back of the line. Because of this bullshit. Now let's talk about the main event. Roman Reigns, my favorite wrestler, versus Kevin Owens, Universal title. It was a good match. But that nosy Jericho, he cold breaks Kevin Owens to get Roman Reigns disqualified, and these two tricked us in thinking that they were not friends anymore. I knew it was a ruse to begin with. But the one thing that I loved the most was seeing Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns powerbombing Jericho to the announcer table, to the second announcer table next to the ring, and powerbombing Kevin Owens at the other announcers team at the entranceway as a Roadblock ended. And those two stood as to say that the reunion of the Shield is coming back. That I would love to see, because Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, I miss the Shield. We need the Shield back. All in all, about the pay-per-view, it was okay. Wasn't that much of a good pay-per-view. I give it a D. The last thing I do want to talk about was Cesaro and Sheamus winning the tag team titles. That was a damn good match. Both teams tried everything. The New Day tried to regain it by cheating. So did Cesaro and Sheamus. But in the end, Cesaro and Sheamus did a ruse on them with a fake tag. And then 1, 2, 3, Sheamus pinned Kofi. That was it. But then Sheamus had to be his little heel self and take both belts. But when he raised one of them, but when he raised both belts, thankfully Cesaro grabbed his. Well, tonight, let's see what happens on Raw. Because this is going to be one hell of a Raw tonight. But as for that Iron Man match, it should have been Sasha's win, not Charlotte's. My name is Arthur Jones, signing off.